Hey, my loves, this is Beth. Beth stands for Believe, Encourage, Teach Here, where we take the journey to self-love together. All right, my love, so let's get into it. Please bow your head and close your eyes. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking us up this morning and starting us on our way. Dear God, today I choose to see myself the way you created me, whole, worthy, and enough. Help me to release the thoughts that tell me I am less than and replace them with the truth. I am loved, I am valuable, and I deserve kindness, starting with myself. When I'm tempted to doubt my worth, remind me that I'm a reflection of love. When I'm tempted to criticize myself, teach me to speak with gentleness and compassion. When I'm tempted to settle for less than I deserve, strengthen me to honor my boundaries and walk in confidence. Today and every day, I affirm that my heart is worthy of love, my voice is worthy of being heard, and my dreams are worthy of being pursued. Thank you for the gift of who I am. I step into this day and every day with the peace, certainty, and courage that I am enough. I am free to shift into peace and calm energy whenever I desire. I feel peace knowing the universe and my ancestors have my back. I do not chase, I attract. I love every cell in my body and they love me back. I speak my truth and honor my boundaries. I see abundance all around me. I understand that in order to protect myself, I need to let go of anyone that disrupts my peace. Amen. All right, my love. So today we are going to be discussing, it's Purple Friday. You guys know what that means? We play on Sunday. And we're going to win another W. Okay, I had to get that out the way. Y'all know I love my Ravens. Okay, forever and always. Through and through. All right. Purple Friday. Watch the game on Sunday. Anyway, back to Beth's. Okay. So, my loves, today we are going to be discussing the loving power of boundaries. Okay, my loves? It's okay to have boundaries. Please have boundaries. And people are not going to like the boundaries, but guess what? That's life. So what? Like you're going to have to learn to have your boundaries and stick by your boundaries because you're protecting yourself at the end of the day. If that means you can't talk to whoever you can't talk to, or if that means you just got to cut them off because they thought your boundary was a game, like, just treat me nice. You feel me? Just it's very simple. You feel me? Me personally, I have boundaries. I mean, everybody has boundaries, right? But I have family members that I no longer talk to, and it's hard, because you would like to talk to them, but if people can't grow, I'm all about evolving and growing. And if people are unable to grow in life, regardless of your age, it's just, I have to pray for you. And I'm sorry to hear that, but you cannot be a part of my life because I have boundaries and I'm going to stick beside them through and through. You feel me? Because I'm going to be elevating and going up, 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 up. And I can't allow you, because you don't want to respect my boundaries, for me to go down to the ground, because I have worked very hard to keep going up and flourishing and evolving and being the best person I can be. And if you love me and you care for me and you respect me like you state you do, you're going to respect my boundaries. And if you don't want to respect my boundaries, no love lost. I still love you. I just can't deal with you. You feel me? I can't talk to you. I can't deal with you because that energy, it's a no. Okay, so it's okay, my loves, to have your boundaries. But that's what we're going to discuss. That's the gist of today's conversation. Okay, my love? So welcome back to another episode of Believe, Encourage, Teach, and Heal. How many of us feel drained, resentful, or taken for granted in our relationships, work, or even within our own families? We often think that being loving means having no limits, but that leads to burnout. Today, we're talking about a topic that is very foundational of self-love and healthy connections, setting boundaries and why they matter. This isn't about building walls, it's about building a respected and sustainable life. Setting a boundary is an act of love, not rejection. It's telling your own soul you're worthy of being protected. You're worthy of being protected, my loves, okay? It is you telling others our relationship is important enough to me that I want to be healthy and lasting. A boundary is not a no to the person, it's a yes to your own well-being, which ultimately allows you to show up as a better, more present person for everyone. Let's break this down to why boundaries matter and how to set them with love. Why they matter. They preserve your peace. Boundaries protect your mental, emotional, and spiritual energy from being depleted by the demands and negativity of others. They define your identity. They help you and help others understand what you value, what you stand for, and what you will and will not tolerate. They foster respect. Clear boundaries teach people how to treat you. They filter out those who disregard your limits and attract those who honor them. How to set them from the loving formula. Clarity. Be clear with yourself about what you need. I need to not be spoken to with disrespect. Okay? So an example for me is, y'all know I'm gonna tell you about my life. Cause I'm gonna be real transparent and honest. You feel me? So as you guys are aware, my biological mother signed her rights away, and there are plenty of family members that I do not talk to because they feel as though it's my fault that she signed her rights away. Hence, when she did it, I was 13, still a child, still very much a child, right? So I have spoken to many family members stating that I will no longer be disrespected. I am grown. You feel me? I'm not 13. I'm not 10 or 8 or 6. You feel me? I'm grown. Therefore, you're going to respect me and my boundaries. And certain things I just don't want to discuss, you know? And if you can't understand that, I love you, I respect you, but you just can't be in my energy. So it's to the point that certain family members, a lot of my family members, I no longer indulge myself with because they don't understand that she was wrong. I was a child. No one's taking accountability. Bethany can't always be wrong. How was Bethany wrong and she was a child? You feel me? Like, I'm going to definitely always take accountability when I need to. But at that point, I was a child. And for a while, I never spoke about it because I felt like I grew up in a household where what happens in this house stays in this house and we don't talk about it, you know? So I didn't want to like embarrass her or like let other people know what was going on. It was very much like what happens in this house stays in this house. But as I grew, I realized this is my story and I'm going to tell my story and I don't care who feels how they feel about it. You feel me? So there are family members that I no longer talk to because they feel like I was at fault and she had reasoning to do it. And they are okay with her not taking any accountability, which is cool. That's absolutely cool. But guess what? Me and mine's, nah, we will not be around. Don't even invite us because we're not coming. I'm not changing my mind. And that's what you chose and that's okay. And I still love you. I just will not be around. You feel me? So that's just what it is. An example of that. Calm communication. Use I statements. I feel disrespected when you raise your voice. I feel the need to end a conversation and it continues. Another thing, a boundary. If you tell someone about your boundary, my loves, and they still decide to disrespect it because they're older than you, what? Like, what? It's 2025. You don't have to be around. What? If I'm coming to you as a grown adult and expressing my emotions about how you make me feel about XYZ and you just think it's still okay and you don't see or care to understand anything, you gotta be okay with cutting people off, y'all. Y'all have to be okay, my loves. You have to be okay with cutting people off. And sometimes it's just very much necessary to cut the people off because you'll feel so much better. Like, it's gonna be sad. Like, damn, I really had to cut them off. Like, damn. And don't look back. Stand by your decisions. Be through and through, unapologetically you. Through and through. Because the people that are for you are going to respect your boundaries the first time. Or they're going to ask questions to obtain more understanding. You feel me? But they're not going to just be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless. And if that's how you feel, you don't have to be. Listen. It's a lot of people on this earth, and I don't have to be a part of your life. You feel me? Respectfully. Like, that's just what it is for me and mine. You feel me? So, yeah. Consistent action. This is the most important part. You must enforce the boundary you set. If you say you'll walk away, you have to walk away. Your actions must back up your words. Your actions and words must align, my loves. Okay? A movie which aligns is The Help. For years, Abilene endured microaggressions and condescending from her employer, Elizabeth. But the ultimate boundary violation was when Elizabeth installed a separate unsanitary bathroom for her in the garage, citing diseases. Abilene internalized this humiliation for a long time. However, her boundary was finally set, not with a loud argument, but with a quiet, powerful act of truth-telling. She began secretly sharing her stories with Skeeter. This was her boundary in action. I will no longer silently accept this dehumanization. I cannot speak today. Dehumanization. There we go. My story and my dignity matters. It was a risk that cost her her job, but it preserved her soul and empowered the community. She drew a line that said, I am worthy of respect. A Bible verse which relates is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, which states, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This verse teaches us that guarding our heart is top priority. Above all else. Why? Because our hearts is the wellspring of our life, our joy, peace, our love, and our faith. Setting a boundary is the practical, tangible way we guard our heart. It is how we filter the toxic influences, draining relationships, and negative words that poison our wellspring. It's not a selfish act. It's a spiritual discipline. You cannot pour life and love into the world from a heart that is depleted and contaminated. Boundaries are the fence around the well. So, my loves, I encourage you this evening to identify one area of your life where you feel drained or resentful. This is a sign that a boundary is needed. It doesn't have to be big, scary, or confrontational. Start small. Maybe it's turning off work notifications after 7, after 3, Telling your friend you can only listen if they're also willing to seek solutions. That's a great one. Because people who do not seek solutions are confined and content in their mess. Anybody that's content in that mess, anybody that's not willing to grow, my cutoff game is real serious, like real bad. Like, if you're not willing to grow and excel in your, what are we doing? That's one of my famous lines. What are we doing? What are you doing if you're not, like, okay, I know you're going to be upset. You might be upset for a while, but eventually I'm a solutionist. So I want a solution to get the problem fixed so this will no longer happen again. And if you're content in the mess, a lot of people are content. They say they want better, but do they really? Do you really? Or are you just content? Because it's giving you're content. And if you're content, you know what? I can't be a part of that, because I want to grow and excel. And I don't never want to feel content, because when I feel content, that means I'm never done growing. I want to always evolve, like forever, and always become the best me possible, because that's just a part of life. You feel me? Like, back to my script. All right. Your peace is worth the temporary discomfort of setting a limit. Every time you set and enforce a boundary, you are healing the wound of powerlessness. You are reparenting your inner child and telling them, I will keep you safe. You are breaking the cycle of people-pleasing and codependency. You are healing by reclaiming your God-given authority over your life, time, and energy. So I am a recovered people-pleaser, my loves. Like, I used to always I just want to make you happy. Some people I still do, right? But I'm not a people pleaser. Like, I'm going to stand on my grounds and my boundaries. And if you don't like it, I really don't care how you feel, because this is my life and you don't have to be a part of it. And I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make myself happy, my child do what I need to do for her, and keep it moving. You feel me? So with me being a recovering people pleaser due to traumatic events that happened prior in my younger years, I have to really stick to my boundaries. And some people might say I'm being hard, or, oh my gosh, you're so cold. Oh no. Well, such is life. And you'll get over it. My loves? So do not be afraid to set your boundaries, because the people that care about you, they're going to respect it and they're going to understand it. Or they might want more clarity, but they're going to understand and accept it. They're not going to feel away. They're not going to be mad. And the people that's mad and feel away, I love you. I care for you, but you can't be a part of my life. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, my love? So it's okay to set boundaries. Stick by your boundaries through and through. Break the cycle of people pleasing and codependency. Okay, my loves? Heal by reclaiming your God-given authority over your life, time, and energy, my loves. I hope this helped. In closing, your life is a sacred garden. Boundaries are the fence that keeps out the weeds and the pests, so your beautiful things inside can grow. Believe you are worthy of being protected, my loves. Encourage yourself to speak truth with love. Teach people how to treat you by what you allow. A word. Teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Because you can talk a lot, but are you talking the same stuff you're doing? Because if your talk and your walk is matching, they're going to know, like, oh, yeah, it's not playing. Bro's not playing. Like, she's not one to play with. Like, you get one chance. You feel me? Teach people how to treat you by what you allow. And heal the parts of you that have been trampled by learning to say. By learning to say, this is my space. Honor it. You are worth the boundary, my loves. You are worth the boundary, my loves. Always remember that. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. And remember today and every day to choose yourself, even when it's hard. Have a great night, my loves. It's Purple Friday. Watch the game on Sunday. The Ravens are going to win. Ah! Have a great day. Love you. Bye.